Engeno Epuan, knowledge for prosperity. Indeed, this is a wise saying borrowed from the renowned Maasai community in Kenya, a proverbial term that is justified by the features of the elegant gate as you gain entry into Masai Mara University, a university centered on the provision of quality university education through innovative teaching, research, and consultancy services for development. A university library is believed to be a fundamental organ in higher education. Nancy Kimile is the acting university librarian and assistant library and information studies lecturer at Masai Mara University.
A university library is an integral part of an academic institution, in that it has been referred to as the nerve center or the heart of the university. It supports all the functions of the university that include teaching, research, learning, extension services, by providing the requisite information resources that enable quality education in any university.
Just like any other global library, Masai Mara University Library provides for all academic programs varied, authoritative, and up-to-date information resources to facilitate teaching, learning, research, and community services for all categories of our clientele. As a university, we want to congratulate the students, Masai Mara University, as a place to where they want to realize their career dream. And we want to assure them that their choice was a great choice, and a choice that we are going to ensure that they realize that dream of ensuring that they become better people in the society. And therefore, Masai Mara University management want to welcome each and every student who chose this university, and even those ones who during the revision they revise to transfer themselves from the other institution to this institution. We have received quite a number of students who transfer to this university, and we want to assure that we have all the resources, we have qualified academic staff, we have also qualified support staff, and we have all the facilities in place that will guarantee our students who are joining this university, and at the end of your career at this university, we are going to assure you that you will be a better person. You will achieve that competitive edge in the market after completion of your course.
Masai Mara University Academic Library is stationed at the Professor Olekarei Lecture Halls Complex. The location is strategic as it can be easily accessed by both students and lecturers, since all the main teaching and postgraduate halls are adjacent. But the advent of COVID-19 pandemic halted the sweetness of university students quenching their thirst for knowledge at Masai Mara University. Knowledge that is always acquired through accessing books and multimedia information materials often deposited in the university library. Join me for a tour to the Masai Mara University Academic Library. How?
We normally take statistics of our users and also counter-check their luggages when they come in and out of library. The library has various sections that provide services to its users. First and foremost, we have the reception, or what we call the security desk, the first point of contact in the library. When a user comes to the library, you first meet the security checker at the door. The user is supposed to identify him or herself as the security desk by providing an identity card. The new normal today, it requires that a user also...
Safety of a clientele's luggage is guaranteed.
My name is Rahab Koech, Senior Librarian in charge of Reader Services section. This is the luggage area where bags and folders are kept before a user uses the library.
Globally, professional running of libraries heavily rely on the 5 laws of library science invented by Dr. Shiali Ramamrita Ranganathan. He is considered to be the father of library science, documentation, and information science in India and worldwide. The 5 laws of library science are: first law, books are for use. Second law, every reader his or her book. Third law, every book its reader. Fourth law, save the time of the reader. Fifth law, the library is a growing organism. How are these aspects of Dr. S. Ranganathan applied in Maasai Mara University Library?
These rules, although they were provided long ago in 1931, they are still guiding libraries today. The first rule or law, books are for use. It means that books that are found in libraries are not just to be seen. They are supposed to be used, and that's why the library goes to great lengths to market them so that they can be used by a variety of clientele to meet their needs. 2, every reader is book. It means that the library should be able to meet the needs of all its users, and therefore a user who goes to the library should be able to find a relevant book for his or her needs. 3, every book its reader. It means that books that are available in the library are targeted at various users who may visit the library to look for information that meets their needs. Save the time of the user or the reader, which is the fourth law, means that the library should go at great lengths in ensuring that the books in the library are properly organized in such a way that a user coming to the library would easily find it and be able to utilize it or even borrow it in the shortest time possible. And then finally, the library is a growing organism. It means the information materials that are found in the library would continue to increase day by day, year by year. There's no time we are going to say that we don't need any more resources in the library, either print or e. And therefore, that supports the law of library science as per S.R. Ranganathan in 1931.
Apparently, the commonly known information materials found in a library are those in print form. These materials are always available in the shelving section of the library.
This shelf is used to display new arrival books. The books are displayed for 2 weeks, then taken to the open shelves for borrowing and use.
They are organized by grouping relevant materials together according to subject for ease of retrieval.
The library uses Library of Congress classification scheme to classify its resources starting from A to Z, where A is for general works, then B, if you want books on philosophy, you find them in B. C, you'll find books on auxiliary sciences of history. D, you'll find books on world history, where you can find books on Europe, Asia, New Zealand history. Then M, you can find books on music. Z, also books on information library sciences are found. Each shelf has a similar shelf guides that helps our user to easily access information materials.
Certainly, you may not wish to read a book, but the way they are neatly arranged in shelves, the way they are attractive and appealing to the eye, draws you to browse for books of your choice. Remarkably, the more you draw closer, searching and retrieving information materials, the more and more materials you will wish to read and borrow.
Information materials or books available in the library can be borrowed out. We have two types of borrowing. We have the short loan and we have the long loan. In short loan, you can only borrow a book for 1 day. And for long loan, you can be able to borrow a book up to 14 days. A user is entitled to borrowing 4 books at a go. Penalties for late return. In short loan, for every day delayed, you are supposed to pay 20 shillings per day. Long loan books, for every day delayed, you are supposed to pay 5 shillings per day. These penalties are not meant to punish you, but they are meant to ensure that the limited resources available in the library can be accessed by as many users as possible within the limited time available.
Did you know that there are information materials that are only used within the library and cannot be borrowed for use outside the library? Think about the reference section.
This is a section where books are not read cover to cover. You can only access books in this section to refer briefly. For example, if you need the definition of a word, you can get a dictionary from the reference section. If you need to understand the background information of a particular topic, you can be able to access an encyclopedia from the reference desk. So the books in the reference section are not borrowed out in the library.
This is the reference section. Information materials found in the reference section are core text information like the CPA study text. We have dictionaries. We also have encyclopedia. For example, this is the Encyclopedia of Drug Abuse. We have World Atlases and the Bible.
Something special is what you will not miss in the university library.
We have another section referred to as the special collection. This is a section where we collect all the student projects, thesis, dissertation. So at any one point when you are doing research, you can make use of this section. It is also a section where we have government publications that can be of use depending on your research topic.
Masai Mara University is also proud of the Open Access Catalog, or PAC, that enables one to check availability of information materials in the library without essentially visiting the shelves physically. Rahab Koej, a senior librarian in charge of the Reader Services section, narrates.
The library has an online public access catalog, the OPAC. The main purpose of the OPAC is to help our users search for information materials which are available in the library. You can use our OPAC through the website for Masai Mara University. Use a website browser. Then go to Masai Mara website. When you go to the Masai Mara website homepage, you'll go to the library where you'll find the library catalog, which is the online catalog, the OPAC. Click on the online catalog. Using our OPAC, you'll be able to you can search using the title of a book, subject of the book, or author of that book, series, ISBN, and call number. I'm demonstrating on how to use a subject of a book. For example, if I want a book on management information system, I'll type management information system, then search for that information material on management information system. It will search for all information materials available, and you can see through our demonstration we have so far 25 results on materials in management information system. And I use there are various books to 25, but if you're interested in one of the books, for example, The Essential of Management Information System by Kenneth C. Loudon and Jane P. Loudon. You just click on it. Then it will display information about the book. You're able to see here, the title of the book is Essential of Management Information System by Kenneth C. Loudon and Jane P. Loudon. And we're able to see here, down here, that this is a short loan book. And we're able to see the call number of the book, which is T586L3753 2009. The 2009 represents the year of publication, and through the status we are able to see the book is available, which means the book can be loaned out.
There are so many roads. Do we need roadmaps? It is the same case with the library. There's a lot of information, yes, but we need roadmaps. We need literacy. We need information on how to search this information so that we can get more relevant information as opposed to too much information that is not relevant. We still need the library, and we can be able to utilize the library by ensuring that we keep safe, but at the same time be able to get required information. So the library is gearing towards ensuring that we provide services.
And our students will be able now to go through the learning that is modern in terms of the e-content, in terms of even the modules that are provided for, and the students are now becoming independent in terms of even researching on their own without necessarily having the lecturer following them around. And therefore, these students are able now to access this information and also be independent in terms of undertaking research activities.
According to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, Professor Bulitya Godric Matthews, Masai Mara University Library has been established to offer information services in line with the Commission for University Education Library Standards, known as Library Standard 00.
Our library, just like any other libraries globally, is established to provide for all academic programs varied, authoritative, and up-to-date information resources that facilitates teaching, learning, research, and community services.
A library provides targeted services to meet the needs of its users. The main function or mission of a library is to educate, inform, entertain users, patrons, or even clientele, depending on their needs. Today, we are also witnessing another type of library, which is referred to as the e-library. This is where books, journals, articles, and other information materials are provided in e-format. They are accessed or available over the internet or even through CD-ROM. The main advantage of this new type of library is that it can be accessed at the comfort of your office or even your home.
Masai Mara University is capitalizing on the digital library section.
My name is Memusi Eunice. I work in Masai Mara University Library, the digital section. In the digital library, this is the place we offer digital services to our users. We have several computers where our users can access our digital content. Our digital content include journals, ebooks, reports, and other electronically accessed resources. In the digital library, we have also reserved some space for individuals with their own laptops. They can come to the digital library and access our resources using their private laptops.
The digital library is integral in helping universities ease pressure on maximizing limited facilities.
Our students will now be able to learn online through this access, and therefore it will ease the pressure to facilities. And therefore, the digital library will be able to up even and motivate the students and staff to effectively perform their various obligated mandate. For staff, they will be able to provide the content and be able also to access recent and modern information that will be able to help the students to get better information that will help them to finish their career competitively.
Memusi guides us on how to access electronic resources from the repository.
Institution repository is where local content of the university is stored. It's an archive storing publications from the university, and it is accessed through the university website. Open the Masai Mara University website. Go to the library icon and select University Institution Repository. At the University Repository, we have the communities. Communities are the content available in the repository. They include books, chapters, conference and seminar proceedings, documentaries, e-books, journal articles, documents from Masai Mara, lecture notes, past papers, thesis and dissertations, project, and the university magazine. For you to access any of these, you need to choose the community that you want to get information from. For instance, let us select the past papers. These are exams that were done in past years. After selecting the past papers, you can decide to do a general search from here, or you can choose your school, your faculty. Let us choose the School of Business and Economics. Select your level of study, certificate, degree, diploma, or the master's. We select the degree level. You can decide to choose the year of the exam, or you can leave without selecting the year. At the search tab, you enter the course code, if you know, or you can enter the course title. For instance, you can say Introduction to Economics. It has returned all the exams on Introduction to Economics without specifying the year. Let us pick this for 2016, Introduction to Development Economics. You view and open the paper. This is the exam. These are the questions. You can use them for your revision. This is the academic year, the course code, and the course title.
Our university has now gone further, a notch higher, to provide a digital library that will be able to help our students access information at their various places at home, or even those who are studying in their offices.
E-resources are important information or resources that every student in the current century require them. They have an advantage that they can easily be accessed. They can be accessed by a number of people at the same time. They save the space of the library. They save time for the users because they can access them easily and quickly. These resources, we encourage all our students to access them and to utilize them because they are available for them. We also have our institution repository. This is where we have our local content. This is where we archive our content from our lecturers, from our researchers. We also have past papers for our students. They are all available online, and this is the space provided for our users to utilize such resources.
The university is also finalizing installation of the off-campus access facility in order to enhance innovations.
Will help our staff and students to be able to become better researchers, because they will be able to access information, that current information, and also because they are accessing current information, the level of plagiarism will be lower because they will be able to access contents that have been written by other people, and therefore whatever that they will research on, it will be current, update, and therefore it will give that contribution that even our scholars will be able to know exactly what is being contributed outside there, what is the gap in the research that has been accessed, and that gap our researchers within the university will be able to see how to come up with research that can bridge that gap. In terms of innovation, our university has a center or a directorate that deals with innovation, and therefore with this digital library we shall be able to come up with a lot of innovations, because we are going to be able to access which innovations that are currently within our society, Kenya, and globally, and be able to come up with those that are not there, that will help not only the Narok community but also the nation and globally.
Professionalism is epitomized through highly qualified library personnel.
Library staff in the library are well trained. Most of them have degrees and masters. We also have diploma trained staff, and we have continually trained them in-house on new trends in librarianship. They are also constantly trained on customer care so that they can be able to provide users with the relevant information when they need it. They're able to provide the necessary support in research and even in doing assignments.
The varsity has also subscribed to the Kenya Library and Information Services Consortium, CLISC, to foster delivery of quality information for research and development.
This will enable our students be able to undertake their studies without any difficulties. The university also has partnered with Kenneth through Safaricom to provide to students the bundles that will enable them to achieve this, to access the off-campus access services without any challenges. The students are only required to have a smartphone or a computer for them to be able to realize this. And therefore, the off-campus access software will also enable the remote learning be a success, because when the staff will be, academic staff will be able to provide the course outlines and also the contents and assignments, our students will be able to log into off-campus access library so that they can be able to go extra mile to obtain the relevant information.
In August last year, 2019, Professor Bulitia pioneered the culture of both the academic and non-teaching staff of Masai Mara University, donating information materials to the university library. He led the way by donating copies of a book he authored. The title of the book is Human Resource Management, Educational and Practices Perspectives. What could be some of the future trends in the field of librarianship?
As I mentioned earlier, we are going towards e-library, digital library, which is an environment that requires us to be online most of the time. This is a challenge to us, and we are working hard to keep up with the changing threats or the emerging threats. For instance, we are in the process of developing a service referred to as Ask a Librarian, which will enable users to send their inquiries or queries from the comfort of their homes and get response to their needs without necessarily visiting the library. We also have a Facebook hashtag which you can be able to communicate with us in the library. At the same time, the library is also in the process of subscribing to off-campus access, whereby all the e-resources will be accessed from the comfort of your homes. Technology is moving very fast, but we are trying to keep up with technology as much as possible.
The Masai Mara University fraternity and the library is assuring that
where most of the services will be provided online. For instance, you can access our resources by using our library catalog or the online public access catalog, which you can even access now from the comfort of your home. You can access it through the Masai Mara University website. Click on the library, go to the MMU catalog, and you'll be able to tell what we have in the library. You can also do the same with our institutional repository, which you can even access today from the comfort of your home and be able to tell what kind of exams are set in Masai Mara University. At the same time, you can be able to access our e-resources, which include journals, they include books that provide the prerequisite support to your education, to your learning, and at the end of the day, be able to acquire quality education. In this era, as you are aware, your lecturers only provide you with 30% of the information you require on a particular topic or program. The 70% is supposed to be student-centered or user-centered, where you are supposed to make use of the library to acquire the extra information you are required in order to adequately study your program. So the library is ready for you. It has the necessary resources and will provide the support you need for you to be able to achieve your academic objectives in Masai Mara University. Thank you very much.